Alright, welcome back to German with John Berlin, and this is the next part of the last lesson in which we had begun with article words. So we had done the two article words like welche und dieser, welche being basically derived from the definite article. It means which, yes, and dieser being this, to basically demonstrate and identify something. So welche is to ask the identity, dieser is to demonstrate and identify. Now here we have another two words, that's what kind of and such. Yes. So just like we were talking about identities, now we'll be talking about characteristics to question the characteristics and to demonstrate the characteristics. For example, let's say, what kind of a movie do you watch? We had spoken earlier, and I had said I want such movies. Yes, I could show you a couple, and they are mystery movies. Yes. So basically, the idea is to use what kind of to question the characteristic and say such to demonstrate it by showing it. So let's find out. The first article is was für ein, derived from indefinite article. So you'll see the endings here. There, of course, the article itself is here. Was für ein, was für eine, was für ein. And then in the end, we have was für. Now, why do we not have any article here? Because you might remember, article, indefinite article is always singular. Yes, by default it's a property. You can't say friends, you can't say apples, doesn't exist. You can only say the apples, yes, or no apples for that matter. You can't really say apples, yes. So we'll just say was für. Yes, for example, what kind of films do you watch? Was für Filme, or what kind of let's say, what kind of films are there, whatever, something like this, where you have the nominative case. Yes, for example, let's say, what kind of film is that? Yes, what kind of film, or what kinds of films are these? So basically you'll say was für Filme sind diese. Yes, that's, you'll not use any article. Moving forward, now it's accusative. Again, was für einen, was für eine, it got interchanged, I corrected it, was für einen, was für eine, and then was für ein, yes, I corrected this as well, und was für. So let's again read again, einen, eine, ein, and then no article. Yes, was für einen, was für eine, was für ein, was für. Now it could also be with what kind of, when sometimes you use a dative preposition, like in German at least, where you begin with mit, which is dative, or any other preposition which we'll be learning in the future. If it's dative, your article word will become dative. That means, with what kind of a computer do you work? Mit was für einem Computer arbeitest du? So you have was für einem, was für einer, was für einem, and was für. Then again, you could use it in genitive to answer the question whose. So let's say, the songs of what kind of a singer do you hear? Yes, I hear the songs of, let's say, classic or countryside singers. Yes, so basically singers sing countryside music, so that's basically the way to describe them. So what kind of that's the question. Wessen. Yes, was für eines, was für einer, was für eines. Fantastic. And this plural doesn't exist. Okay, now moving forward, let's see how we have the other article, the corresponding article. Now to answer back, either you could straight away answer, or you could demonstrate by showing the characteristics. Yes, what kind of a movie do you watch? You could play up a movie and say, such a movie I watch or I like. Yes. Now again, the article is such, which is solch. Solcher, it derives itself from the definite article. So it'll basically be solcher, solcher, solches, solcher, just like we learned earlier. Der, die, das, die. And it'll be den, die, das, die, accusative. Solchen, solcher, solcher, solcher. Then it'll be dem, der, dem, den. Solchem, solcher, solchem, solchen. And then it'll be genitive, basically solchas, solchas, solches, solcher. We'll do all these. Now to get started, there are some sentences which I have for you. I'll delete these so that we could do it together. Give me a quick second here. Okay. All right, now we'll begin. So the sentence basically is, let me correct the word here. It's Fernseher. Okay. Okay, no worries. Now I'll begin. What kind of a television is available online? Asks Sam. Dash Fernseher ist verfügbar online. Then the other person answers, such a television is available online. Yes, it is very modern television. Fantastic. Now how will you say it? So Dash Fernseher ist verfügbar online. What kind of a television? So basically the verb is sein. That means everything is nominative. It's the subject as well, so it will be nominative. So what kind of a television? We'll go here, nominative. Television is masculine. We'll pick up was für ein. Let's write here. Was für ein Fernseher ist verfügbar online. Such television is verfügbar online. So you'll be going to the next table and find what is available. Yes, again, ist is a nominative verb and it's the subject as well. So it's basically such, it's masculine. So you'll say solcher. So the other person says, solcher Fernseher ist verfügbar online. And he further adds, it is very modern television. So we'll say modern. And then there is kein article. So we'll remember the kein article adjective ending. It's just like your definite article endings we are looking for. Masculine, nominative, so it'll be der, moderner. Fantastic. Ist ganz moderner Fernseher. Super. Now we'll move forward. What kind of a watch is available online? Fragt Sam. So ask Sam. So it's like Dash Uhr ist verfügbar online. It's like what kind of. So we'll go to this table. And it's the subject, so nominative. Watch is feminine, so we'll pick up was für eine. So let's write here. Was für eine Uhr ist verfügbar online. Now you'll say, show it on computer and say, such watch is available online. Yes. Perfect. So we'll write it here. Go to the second table to show such. And it's what, subject, feminine, solcher. So let's write here, solcher. Uhr ist verfügbar online. She is a very, what would you like to say? You could describe the watch. She is a very, you could say, fantastisch. Yes, very fantastic watch. Sie ist ganz fantastische Uhr. Yeah, okay. All right. Zeigt Mark im Computer. Shows Mark in the computer. Okay, what kind of a car is available online? And let's find out. It's again nominative, subject, neutrum. So we'll say, was für ein Auto ist verfügbar online? The answer is such car is available online. Such, we go to the second table, neutral, and pick up neutrum. So we say, such, solches Auto ist verfügbar online. Now you could say es ist ganz, you could say teuer. Yes, let's say it's very expensive car. It is very teuer is T-E-U-R, teuer. And then we'll put the ending of kein article table, nominative, neutral. It's just the borrowed endings of there, the das, that's es, teures. Yes. Okay, teures Auto. Fantastic. Now we even have a plural version here. Let's see if we can do it together. Okay. Right. What kind of watches are available online? Yes. Dash Uhren sind verfügbar online. Ask Sam. So basically we go to subject, nominative, and what kind of, plural. Here we'll just say was für. Yes. Because there is no indefinite article for plural. We'll simply say was für, what kind of watches. Now such watches are available, again to the second table, nominative, subject, plural, solcher. We'll write solcher Uhren sind verfügbar. Yes, not ist. Sind are available online. They are very, let's find out. Dash Uhren shows Mark im Computer. They are very, let's say, what would you like to say about the watches? Let's also say they are old style, very old style watches. Altmodisch. Altmodisch. Now it's altmodischer. Yes, kein Artikel table, Nominativ plural, der, die, das, die. Altmodische Uhren. Okay, now we'll move forward to the next one. Let's talk about, okay, how to delete this. Let's see. Okay, I'll get it. Yes. Now we'll do them by ourselves to understand this example. Now, what kind of a computer do you buy online? Yes, that's the question. So what kind of a computer do you buy? So who buys what kind of? So who is nominative? What kind of is accusative? So we are looking for accusative. What kind of? If you go to accusative, you'll remember it'll be just like den, die, das, die, but we don't want den, die, das, die. We want ein article. So it'll be einen, eine, ein. So we'll pick up einen. So we'll say was für einen Fernseher kaufst du online? What kind of a television do you buy online? I buy such television online. So it'll again be who buys what, accusative. And just like den, die, das, die, we'll use ein at the ending en, so solchen Fernseher. Ich kaufe solchen Fernseher online. Es ist ganz, we could again say, affordable television. Affordable is günstiger. Let's write günstig. Günstig is the adjective. The ending is dependent upon the noun. It's masculine and it's nominative, the verb sein, and it's kein Artikel table, borrowing the endings from der, die, das. Der is masculine. So günstiger Fernseher. Ist günstiger Fernseher. Zeigt Mark Computer, shows Mark in the computer. Okay. Now this was accusative. Let's take you even further. I'll skip a few and I'll go to the next page and we'll talk about dative. Now dative is here. I'll just remove the answers. We'll try and do them by ourselves. Okay, how to remove this? We go space by space. Okay. All right, now go ahead. The question is, with what kind of a man do you go out? Or we could also change the sentence. Let's say, with what kind of a car do you drive? Yes, it will be applicable to all. So we could write Wagen and we could change the verb to fahren. Yes, and we don't need aus, so we made it basically fahrst du. With what kind of a car do you drive? You could say, ich fahre, I drive. Yes, with such car, Wagen. Yes, we don't need aus, it's the other verb. Now the car is ist ganz dash Wagen. Okay, now let's find out. Now with what kind of a car do you drive? So with what kind of, mit is dative, so we'll be choosing the dative article word, was. Now the dative articles are dem, der, dem, den. We need the indefinite one, they're einem, einer, einem. So we'll pick up was für. Okay, how to get für? Like this. Einem Wagen fährst du. Yes. Mit was für einem Wagen fährst du? Fragt Mark. Ich fahre mit. Now you basically demonstrate the kind of car you drive. So you say, I drive with such car. Yes, you show it somewhere. So you could write, ich fahre mit solchem. Yes, dem, der, dem. We get the ending from dem, der, dem. So it's neutrum. Ich fahre mit solchem Wagen. Ist ganz, what would you like to say? Let's say schnell. We'll write schnell and then Wagen is maskulin, kein Artikel table. Yes, nominative, der, die, das, der. So it'll be er. Yes, schneller. So let's read it together. Mit was für einem Wagen fährst du? Fragt Mark. Ich fahre mit solchem Wagen. Ist ganz schneller Wagen, zeigt Sam auf Facebook. Okay, fantastic. So the rest I think you'll be able to do. And let me take you to the next kind of articles which we have here in genitive. Yes, So basically it begins here. All right. The boss of what kind of a club sleeps at work, asks the customer. The boss of a careless club. So let's find out. The boss of what kind of a club? Club is masculine, yes? Since it's masculine, we could write was für. Now what's the genitive article? Now in genitive, you remember des, der. It becomes eines, einer, eines. So here we need eines, maskulin. Der Chef was für eines Clubs schläft bei der Arbeit, fragt der Kunde. Der Chef, now you'll say of such a careless club. So of such would be der Chef. Of such is genitive, des, der. Derive it from the article. It'll be solches. Yes, masculine. Solches. And then you could describe the club. What was my sentence? Sorglos. Sorglos and sorglosen, because the adjective ending for genitive here would be basically based on the article word, and it'll always be en. Fantastic. Der Chef solche sorglosen Clubs. Second table, the pronoun table. Yes. Okay. So perfect. Let me do the others with you as well. The 14th and the 15th. The boss of what kind of a company rides a bicycle, asks the customer. The boss of such a modest company. Yes. So we'll try to do it. Let's find out. So der Chef, what kind of a company? Company is feminine, Firma. So what kind is was für? Let's write was für. Now of we'll basically be using genitive. That's des, der, but we need indefinite, eines, einer, eines. So this is feminine, einer. Was für eine Firma? Der Chef was für eine Firma fährt ein Fahrrad, fragt der Kunde. The boss of what kind of a company rides a bicycle? The answer is the boss of such a modest company. So how would you say of such? Such is derived from definite article, so it's solch. Then you'll say des, der. So basically feminine, that's der, so solche. And the adjective endings are en. What adjective should I use? I'll say bescheid, bescheiden. Yes, bescheiden is modest, and you add an extra en. Bescheidenen Firma. Der Chef solche bescheidenen Firma. Let's read it together. Der Chef was für eine Firma fährt ein Fahrrad, fragt der Kunde. Der Chef solcher bescheidenen Firma. Fantastic. Okay, on to the last one. The parents of what kind of a child have no worries? The parents of such good child. Yes, let's find out. How would we do it? So we begin with this. The Eltern of what kind would be was für. Now I need of a. This is neutrum. So des, der. There it's des, but we need indefinite like eines, eine, eines. So we'll write eines Kinds. Machen keine Sorge. The parents of what kind of child do not make any worries. The Eltern of such good child. The Eltern of such would be derived from definite article. Des, der. So we write solch. And des, der would be neutral. Des, solches. We'll find an adjective. Let's say it's gut. And we'll add the ending en. Adjective ending. Yes. Second table. Genitive. Ola en. The Eltern solches guten Kinds. Fantastic. Yes. I think that might be it. Fantastic. So we have done the next pair of articles today. That was our was für ein and solche. In the next one, next part of the lesson, we'll be doing a very interesting one. That is the one there, where you are, let's say in a shop, you want to show something and you want to say, I want that one there. Yes. So how to say that? We'll find out in the next lesson. Till then, John Berlin signing off.